How is going today?
Loyalist.
Kingdom, my name's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
What away to Jazz. Today we have for you Shane. Pop music conspiracy.
And this one is different, guys. You know why? Because I saw Panic at the Disco in the thumbnail.
Oh, they got
I'm
some
a big
crazy
fan
videos.
of Panic at the Disco. So, they have crazy music videos, if you guys don't know. If you don't know, pause this video, open up a new tab, look them up, see what we're talking about.
We'll link you one. We'll link you one.
So.
Secret link of the day. We'll link you one. You guys can check it out for yourselves to see how crazy it is. But let's dive on in.
Okay.
Testicles, anal itching, burning pee. Oh wait, I think I know that.
Would you like 3 to choose
Can I try?
from? Yeah,
gonorrhea? Is it gonorrhea?
You are good.
Wow.
Does he have a spin wheel for
Yeah.
guessing STIs? How do you win that? Yes, it's gonorrhea. I won.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
No.
Yes, today we're going to be doing some more conspiracy theories.
Crazy.
And today's exciting because we have something very different. We have one conspiracy that is about me. But we're going to get to that later on in the video. First, we're going to be talking about Beyonce's twins and whether or not they are the new leaders of the Illuminati.
They're not even born yet.
Right.
Being the leaders of the Illuminati thing before, and a lot of theorists believe that mainly because they've shown signs in music videos and in pictures. They've done devil horns, they've done the 666 over their eyes, and also they are super crazy famous and very, very influential. Now, Beyonce giving birth to the new leader of the Illuminati is not something new. People were talking about this back when she gave birth to Blue Ivy, and there's a couple really creepy clues for that. This first one being the creepiest. Supposedly, Blue Ivy's name backwards is also a Latin name for the daughter of Satan. And backwards, her name is Yulb Evie. Now, people also think her name is an acronym for something very creepy.
What?
Blue Ivy, born living under evil, Illuminati's very youngest.
Oh my God.
That doesn't even make sense. Very youngest.
Just reach it on that one, but the other one is...
Children, and the number 3 is a huge deal in the Illuminati. It's a very worshipped number. Now, they also worship prime numbers. For example, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on. These numbers are very worshipped, and they also come up a lot in certain events. Anytime there's a big world event, you'll probably notice that there are some prime numbers in it. For example, she released her pregnancy picture on February 1st of 2017, and that date is filled with prime numbers. Now, a lot of theorists think that the twins are going to be the next leaders of the Illuminati, and some of their evidence and points kind of make sense. For example, twins have a lot of powers. They can read each other's minds, they can feel each other's energies, and they have a
I kind of wanted a twin, though.
Now, Jay-Z and Beyoncé, who are supposedly
just to trick
the
people,
Illuminati, have had a rocky history. I mean, she's written songs about him, with possible infidelity. I mean, they've had their share of problems, and they're still together, and that's great.
Normal
but
problems.
as leaders of the Illuminati, there can be no way that you split up, because if you split up, the Illuminati's fucked. So what better way to make sure you can't split up than if you're related? I mean, just imagine twins taking over the Illuminati. They can fucking hear each other's thoughts. They can get into fights, but they'll never break up because they have that twin bond.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That makes sense.
So since Beyonce's announced that she was pregnant with twins, it kind of seems like she's going crazy on symbolism, and a lot of it looks very Illuminati. For example, in her Grammys performance, I mean, she was dressed up in this gold outfit with this crown, and a lot of theorists said that she looked like the Illuminati goddess Isis. Funny thing that happened at the Grammys that people think was Illuminati related was the fact that Adele literally refused to accept that award, and she was like, I am giving half of this to Beyonce. Now a lot of people thought, well,
I think that was just great.
Beyonce thinks that Lemonade was probably a better album, and then some people think that she was afraid to win against her, and also might have done it as some kind of sacrifice, some kind of gift. This might have been
for
Adele's
success.
way of getting into the Illuminati. Because if you remember, Taylor Swift at the VMAs that year, getting humiliated by Kanye, it's her offering.
Boosted up.
Adele,
Yeah, she did, though.
Yeah. Award, maybe that was hers. But
Boosted
speaking of
up.
the Grammys, Katy Perry performed them too. And there was some Illuminati shit going on, supposedly, in that performance. But before we even get to that, this next one kind of fucked me up. Now, as you guys know, Katy Perry just came out with that new song, Change of the Rhythm. And when I heard it for the first time, I was like really hit by the words, but I didn't put together that it was a political song. I thought it was a song about, you know, our culture and the fact that everybody's living on Instagram and Snapchat and not actually enjoying life.
That's
true.
true.
A theory came out that said that it's not about either of those things. It's actually Katy Perry's way of saying that she wants to break out of the Illuminati. Okay, so let's talk about that.
I believe
First,
that because
look at the
there's
cover
been
art for
videos.
this song. You can see she's doing the 666 with her hands over her eyes, which is a very common Illuminati symbol.
Whoa.
Okay, so now that we're kind of
Whoa.
maybe she left a break out of the Illuminati, but you listen to these lyrics and tell me it doesn't fucking creep you out. I mean, kind of sounds like you're right. Like the fact that she is chained to this music in some kind of a contract. The fact that she's not free, can't do what she wants because.
But she has to sing it happily.
And maybe her and all of her other pop star friends are chained to their music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you guys remember back like a few months ago we talked about Britney Spears and how she tried to release this album that the record label knew nothing about, and it was about her wanting to break free and feeling controlled and feeling, you know, chained to her music. And now Katy Perry's doing the same thing.
Scared the life out of me.
I felt that
Scared the life out of me. I was like, why are we pausing?
I'm sorry.
You had like absolutely no build up this time. Usually whenever he sneezes, it's like a and then and like his are like powerful. That one was just like a straight gunshot from your nostrils. Like,
stop back on that.
oh my god.
And then the fact that Katy Perry was referencing Britney Spears' mental breakdown on the red carpet at the Grammys, and she was excited that she hasn't lost her mind and shaved her head yet. Maybe she doesn't want the same thing to happen to her that happened to Britney. Maybe that's why she's trying to break out of the Illuminati right now. So now let's talk
Get
about
out,
her
girl.
performance. Now there was a lot going on that a lot of people were picking up. She was doing the double horns, she was doing the 666 over her eyes. But one thing she did that really kind of like made a lot of people notice was as she was walking around the fence, lightning came and it struck her. Very similar to the way that Lucifer, the devil, was struck by lightning in heaven and it made him fall to hell. Well, right after Katy got struck by lightning, guess where she ended up?
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
she was in fire, which is hell. Or maybe Katy Perry's song is really just about politics and maybe we're all crazy, but maybe we're not. And that brings us to our next conspiracy, which is that Donald Trump actually does not want to be president and is trying to get fired. So
He must be.
The fact that
must
Donald
be.
Trump possibly didn't even want to be president. He only did it because he wanted to be more famous. He thought for sure Hillary would
To be
win
king of the
and he
world.
could just walk away. And
Just
well,
more
then he
famous.
won. And it is pretty clear that he is overwhelmed, as anybody would be. But recently, one of his
yes.
friends, Howard Stern, talked about it on the radio and said a few things that made people question whether or not Donald actually wants to be president. First of all, he said that Trump always supported Hillary back in the day. Always. He was always a Democrat, and he was pro-abortion.
But see,
But
he
now,
made
all of
a
sudden,
conspiracy
Trump
about
has
it
changed his
before.
mind on
Like he's just in the race to make
He also
Hillary
thinks that the
win.
real reason that Trump ran for president was that he could get more famous so that he could get more money from NBC for his show The Apprentice.
You're already
Check out
rich.
this clip of Howard talking about it.
I think it started out as like kind of like a cool, kind of fun thing to do in order to get a couple more bucks out of NBC for The Apprentice.
He also thinks that Donald Trump is asking for more investigations on voter fraud because he wants it to be revealed that maybe there was and maybe Hillary did win.
Like I
That's why
wasn't
Donald is
supposed to
calling
win.
for voter fraud
That's what I'm
investigation.
saying. Why is he
He's the
calling?
one.
That's what I was thinking. Why was he won?
Take it away.
Yeah, he still wants Hillary Clinton to win. He's so fucking pissed. He's hoping he can find some voter fraud and then hand it over to Hillary.
Now, a lot of theories think that this is why Donald Trump is doing so many, like, pretty intense things as president so early on. I mean, the Muslim ban.
Yeah, that was
There's
crazy.
a few things that people have been pretty pissed about. And maybe he knows that, and maybe he's trying to get impeached because he does not want to be there. But the Illuminati.
Remember the picture when he
that
got
happened.
when he won?
Kidding. I don't
He
know.
was just
That one,
sitting there
I don't know if I
like-
really believe it, but.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Okay, so this next theory is something that I wanted to talk about for a while, but I've been a little nervous because, I don't know, it's intense. It's very, very intense.
Okay.
That is the theory that schools are trying to make kids dumber. Alright, so first let's
I
talk
believe
about
it.
why schools would do this.
There's a
Theories
lot
say
of
that
them.
Schools are trying to make kids dumber so they grow up and they're weak and they're dumb and they have no defense skills and they can be very easily manipulated and have their minds easily controlled.
Stay
Here's
woke.
a few of the ways that
Stay
they do
woke.
that. Number one, they think that the water in all the schools have more fluoride in it.
I have
Don't drink it.
Don't drink
Fluoride
that
is
shit.
something that's in all water pretty much. But there's a theory that fluoride is actually part
I
of
think,
the
'cause I used to taste that shit, I'm like,
to control
It used to
our
taste so
minds.
weird, so I just
Yeah.
didn't drink it.
The easier you want to be controlled. So in schools, they think that all the water fountains are full of it. Number 2, the food is the worst. School
Yes,
food
it is.
insanely awful and unhealthy and does not help kids grow up or become strong. It literally just makes them...
What school is that? Because that's a nice school that got all
Number
this.
3, there's
I
no
get that.
subject in school that
We had
can
worse
help you
food.
in like dire situations. There's no, survival subject. They don't teach you how to survive. If
They don't
there's
teach you how to
a
pay
huge
bills.
catastrophe. You don't
Or
learn self-defense. You don't
get
learn how to
along.
make fire if you're in the middle of nowhere. And maybe that's because they don't want you to learn that. And this last one is crazy. I had no idea this was a thing, and then when I started falling down the hole and researching it, I could not believe it. Now there was a new law passed that teachers have to teach their students something called Common Core Math. Now Common Core Math is a new way of teaching math that is fucking confusing and literally is making kids
Let me
dumber.
see,
So let me
because
explain.
it's confusing
Basically,
for
they
me.
take a problem like 8 plus 5, and instead of just saying 13, or instead of just counting with your fingers, it's pretty easy. They make you do like 10 steps and make it very fucking confusing. Just watch.
What?
They're breaking it down. They want them, instead of just writing 13 or counting on their fingers, to say, how do we break down the
3.
5 so we can make this a 10? So Michael has to think, okay, well this is 8. How many more do I need to make it a 10? Oh, well I need 2.
Wait, what?
What?
Well, okay, well that's a 2. So 2 plus what equals 5? Oh, 2 plus 3 equals 5. Okay.
Okay. Like,
What?
That's like the little thing you did when you try to find a common
Now,
denominator.
I can group 8 and 2.
Yeah,
that
that's-
gives me my grouping of 10, and then I add
3,
the 3,
and it's
and I
13.
get 13.
That's what you did later
That's
on.
great. That's a great way to do.
That's
mental
later
math.
on. That's like
This whole process right here
it's too much for a
is
little kid.
extremely abstract
What
for a
in the
7-year-old
world?
to try and figure out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd be like, how am I supposed to do this, Mom?
Pause real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's
what?
literally common denominator prime factorization.
Yeah, like-
that's when you learn when you're like
Yeah.
in 8th grade. That is like later on. Later
But
on.
that doesn't mean
That's not no
try to
7th.
add
That's not
and-
6th, 5th.
and
That's
be like,
way
whatever
advanced.
number is here and here, you gotta group them together to get this. Like, why can't I just do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? How am I supposed to get
That's
this,
for
Mom?
a 7-year-old,
Like,
6-year-old,
how?
5-year-old.
I would be, if I
That's
was a
not ready.
parent, I would be like, how do you expect my 5-year-old,
If it's not fixed,
son
if it's not
to-
fixed, don't break it. Like,
I'll ask the teacher, how did you learn how to add 8 plus 5? You did it on your fingers, right? How
Yeah.
come my son can't do that?
I
How
mean, if
come
it
he
ain't
gotta
broke,
do this?
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's if it fixes it, don't broke it. Whatever. Whatever. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So
That's crazy.
that's-
That is insane.
Yeah. That's
That'll
stupid.
make every child feel like they're dumb.
They getting homeschooled till about 9th grade. I mean 8th grade. I mean.
It'll make every child feel like they're just stupid. Like, no, you are great. They
Yeah.
are doing something that's just mental
I
right
don't know
now.
who signed
Okay.
off on that, but that's
crazy.
yeah. Let's dive on.
And let's
that.
not forget the school lunch, okay? Because I saw that. I
That
saw
was
they
a good
had,
school lunch. Ours was
they
bad.
had they had half cheese and then
Half-
like supreme pizza. I'm like, where is it? It looked like a DiGiorno pizza.
It
That's
did.
what it looked like. I'm like, where did y'all go?
Right.
'Cause
Let's-
ours was terrible.
I don't know, man. Like ours was.
We didn't have
trash.
no lineup. We didn't have no lineup. It was whatever you got that day.
And then the lunch
then-
pays be on me.
Yeah.
So that's not how it is.
Confusing? That would make any kid dumber. And maybe that's what the schools want. Okay, now before we get to the big conspiracy about me, we are going to do a quick little update on the Mandela effect. So the Mandela effect has
Love
really
it.
taken over. I mean, everybody's talking about it. And recently, a big singer named Halsey started tweeting about it, and it got very interesting. So Halsey retweeted a meme of somebody that was questioning a lyric from a Panic at the Disco song. Close a goddamn door, not the goddamn door. And then Halsey tweeted that to
Wait.
the Disco lead singer, Brendan Urie, and she said, explain. Well, then he tweeted back and he said, ha ha ha, I can't. That's some Bernstein / Berenstein shit right there. So even
Thank
he's
you.
confused.
I'm like,
Even
that's not
he's
the
like, I
lyric.
don't fucking know. Well, here's a clip of the original song, and it does say a goddamn door. Listen.
I got in with the haven't you people ever heard of closing a damn door?
No,
No, close it
it's
up.
not A, it's the.
Singing it live, and notice the lyric has changed.
I chimed in with the haven't you people ever heard of
Closing the
goddamn door?
Thank you.
no
What?
much better.
Thank
They
you.
literally say
It's
the
the.
goddamn door.
It's not A.
So,
Well, yeah.
I don't know. Fuck.
They
He said that's a
changed that.
Bernstein type.
Even he said it though. It's his own song.
Okay, so I was on YouTube.
He was like, that's crazy.
And I saw a video called YouTuber Conspiracy Theories. And I was in the thumbnail. And I was like, okay, maybe I should watch this. And I was like, wait, I want to hear what this conspiracy theory is with you guys. So I'm going to call up the girl who made the video on Skype, and she's going to tell us what the theory is. And I'm going to tell you if it's
true.
Okay, so Allie, you have a conspiracy about me. I have not heard it yet. I don't know what it is, so why don't you break it down?
So the conspiracy theory is that you and Trisha Paytas are actually half siblings. So your dad and Trisha's mom, they conceived a love child, which was Trisha.
What's your evidence?
So the evidence is basically going back to your parents' divorce and how you didn't really have the best relationship with your father. It is rumored that since you and Trisha, you guys have birthdays that are really close together, he found out about Trisha around the same time that you were conceived. So he didn't want to tell your mother, like, hey, I got someone else
Really,
pregnant,
his face.
like, you're pregnant too, like, you're having a baby, you're having shame. So that's why you guys are so close in age. And the conspiracy goes to say that around the time that you got back in contact with your father, he told you about Trisha, and that's when you got in contact with her. And at the time, she was working at a strip club, and you wanted a better life for your sister. That's why you started doing so many collabs with her. Really, like, got her name out there on YouTube. Like, obviously, she's amazing, and she's done so much stuff on her own. But the reason why you guys don't say that you're siblings is because you don't want people to think that her YouTube career was handed to her. And also because you don't want the whole scandal coming out. And there's, like, a lot of stuff that makes this make a lot of sense. Like, for one, you know when you collab with Tana or the Gabby show, you guys do things like make out or create porn scenes, etc. I've seen you do with Joey Versace, all these YouTubers. But when you collab with Trisha, I haven't seen you guys really do anything like that. I mean, you guys did a video where you were testing lube, but I feel like you could do that with your sister and it not really be weird or like incest or anything. And I just don't understand when you guys are so close in age, and Trisha is gorgeous. I don't understand, like, it just makes sense that maybe you guys have never had any romantic chemistry
She really
or
went
anything
deep.
go on after just like collabing and helping her with YouTube, etc. Maybe that's because you guys are related.
That's so good. I mean, first of all, as a conspiracy goes, that's fucking good. Because the time
Yeah.
when I saw my dad for the first time, it had been like 12 years or something, 15 years. And then I saw him. It's the same time period that I started hanging out with Trish. Me and Trish have never done anything that's super sexual. We have very similar humors. We get along very well. We both have very similar pasts with like family drama. I'm gonna say the conspiracy is not true. But it's really good.
It's really
I
good,
would totally
though.
believe it if I wasn't me. But that's really fucking good. Wow, that's good. I love that.
You have to
But,
put some
guys,
real
it's not true.
thought
But
into this.
I wish it was.
Right.
And now I'm starting to kind of believe it. What, is there any other conspiracies about me or just that one?
Well, to kind of back it up further, you guys both have like close earlobes too. There's some things like that with like, your physical features. I've also heard that you're part of the Illuminati. That wasn't my video, but I've heard that because that's why you know all the conspiracy theories before anyone else does. And that's also why you do so many collabs with the psychic twins and things like that. Like
Wow.
conspiracies regarding that kind of stuff that really you're meant to put out this subliminal message in sort of like a comedy type of way. So not everyone takes you seriously, but some people get the hint.
Right. I like that one. Well, guys, I'm gonna
See that
let
edit
my
cut?
conspiracy be open. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not. But
Don't you
I
do that to
wish
us.
it was. Thank you so much. That was really interesting, and that's my first time hearing conspiracy about myself. And I hope that there's more because I want to be more confused about myself than I already am. And Ali, what's your channel so everybody can go check it out?
Oh, thank you so much. It's Allie Hardesty, ALLYHARDESTY.
And you have other YouTuber conspiracies on your channel, right?
Yeah, I
That's
have
cool.
the YouTuber part 1, then YouTuber part 2, and I have one on that Poppy as well.
Yeah. And
Oh,
she did
God.
conspiracies
Everyone has
about
about
you.
Poppy.
Other
Yeah.
ones about Trish, so go check those out if you want to be even more confused than you already were. Thanks, Ali.
Thank you.
Well, there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed this creepy conspiracy video. If you did,
With that Panic at the Disco one
That one was
was good.
funny because even himself, he had to laugh at that. Like,
Yeah, like, that
whoa.
was good.
Just like,
I hope there ain't no
That-
conspiracy
that's
theories about us.
yeah. no, there's a conspiracy. I've
What
already
is it?
read it in the
What is
comments.
it? What is
People
it?
think that we're brother and sister. Like, guys, I know we look alike with the noses. I know this. I knows this. But no. Like, I wouldn't be all kissing up on him and stuff to my brother. I have a brother,
She does have a brother. I
and
think
he's
seen
1
him
year
one time,
older than
yeah.
me. Y'all probably only seen him once in, what was it? What video was it? The
Christmas one. Christmas
Christmas?
vlog. Christmas vlog.
or
You see-
birthday?
Christmas vlog. Not birthday, Christmas.
Christmas.
Both,
Yes.
maybe both. I don't know.
I don't know, but he definitely was in
I
those
can
videos.
100% say that I'm not Jasmine's brother.
Yeah, like Jesus, no.
Yeah.
Like, because I would
Ew.
read that and I'll be like, huh? Like, I know our nose we look alike, but you know.
But anyway, guys, please comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like
Subscribe.
and share.
That's just what I got to do.